Sarah Meixel, and today we're here with Daniel Linhares. He is a professor at Iowa State University. So thanks for being with us today, Daniel.
Thanks for having me.
Very good. Tell me a little bit about what a producer can do to aid in early detection of disease.
So that's a very important topic, and there are basically three components of the detection of diseases process, and I think you use a really good work, early detection. The earliest we can detect, the better, because the earlier you detect, the more fast or rapid you can apply the interventions, right? So three things. One, diagnostic monitoring the herd, right, the population. That means on a monthly basis or weekly basis collect data, or not data, collect biological samples, submit to the lab and look or screen for specific pathogens of concern. That's one. Two, monitoring, and that's something that we've been working very closely in recently, have some interesting projects, interesting results on that, is taking advantage of the production records, more specifically, for example, number of aborts, number of pigs that died, number of mummies or stillbirth, number of sows that are off feed. So select key metrics, production metrics, and use that in a systematic way to monitor how is that going and detect early spikes or early changes, signals of changes in significant changes in those production records. And then when that happens, it's a trigger, right? Something's going on. You had more aborts that you would have expected, or more pigs died than the normal baseline of that herd. So that's another trigger. Whenever the system detects a significant change in production records compared to the baseline, there is a need for producers to send more biological samples or contact the vet and discuss what are the samples, what are the possible diseases that I have to investigate, and then work with the vet to build up the diagnostics. And the third component is evaluation of clinical signs. So you need on-farm staff really trained and aware. So those guys are out there every day. So the diagnostic monitoring is perhaps a lot of times done in a monthly basis. The production records every few days basis. But the clinical signs, that's an hourly basis, right? So and the on-farm staff, they are really trained they understand what's the normal behavior. So they should be trained and encouraged to call their supervisor, their vets, whenever they see something that's not normal or expected, right? So for example, some increasing cough, or the changing cough pattern, type of cough, or diarrhea, or behavior, right? Pigs are not up and active and eating or drinking as regularly. This screening or monitoring of clinical signs is really, really, really important, and is really the first point of monitoring. So for diseases, so those three things combined, it's really powerful to have a real system in place to early detect diseases, so that you can apply your interventions and decide where to go from there.
Because it really keeps you in tune with the herds, and it sounds like those people on farm are just a critical component.
Right.
I mean, they're being with the pigs on a daily basis make a big difference, it sounds like.
Yeah, so they're really aware. They know when they get to the farm, and they are aware that whenever they get to the farm, sows get up and pigs are up and moving and eating, that kind of stuff. So they know what's normal. So that means they also know what's non-expected, what's not normal, and they should be encouraged to don't think about must be because today's cold or hot or this or that. No, don't expect anything. If there's something unexpected, call your supervisor, call the vet, and then have some diagnostic workup done to really put some data, some science in there, and early detect whatever is going on.
Very good. Well, thanks so much for all the information today, Daniel.
Thanks again for having me.
Thanks. This is Sarah Meixel reporting.